This is Greek mythology explained and illustrated by me. So, it all starts when this guy Kronos marries his sister Rhea, and together they have 6 children. Okay? But Kronos is afraid that one of his children is going to overthrow him one day, so he does what any loving father would do, and eats them. But Rhea is smart, so she manages to trick Kronos into eating a rock so that she can save their youngest son. She then raises this son in secret, and he grows up to be very mad at his father and wants revenge. So he wages war on his father, and at the end of the battle, he strikes Kronos in the stomach, causing him to throw up all 5 of his siblings, who are still alive and now full grown. And together, they imprison him in Tartarus, the realm of the monsters, for all eternity. Now, he had a lot of children. So who are those children? That's what we're going to focus on now. He had Poseidon, the god of the seas, god of horses, god of tornadoes and earthquakes. He had Hades, god of the dead, ruler of the underworld, and he does not cheat on his wife, which is important. We then have Zeus, king of the gods, ruler of Olympus, god of the sky, and thunder, loves to cheat on his wife. See, I told you it was important. And then his 3 girls are Hera, goddess of marriage, queen of the gods, which makes her Zeus's wife, by the way. And she hates it when Zeus cheats on her. We then have Hestia, goddess of hearth and home, and she is the virgin goddess. And then Demeter, goddess of the harvest. Her daughter is Persephone, who we'll learn more about later. And her grief for her daughter causes fall and winter every year, according to the Greeks. Now, as we've already established, Zeus loves to cheat on Hera. So, this causes him to have a lot of children throughout Greek mythology. So, I'm going to try to get through as many as possible, but I'm definitely not going to fit them all in this video. So, if you want a part 2, just let me know, and maybe I will make it. So, his first 3 children are with his wife Hera. He has Hebe, goddess of youth, and served nectar to the Olympians. He then has Hephaestus, born lame, cast out of Olympus by his mother Hera. He's the blacksmith of the gods, and he's married to Aphrodite, who is his half-sister. We then have Ares, god of war and the spirit of the battle. He's Aphrodite's lover and has 2 sons with her. So, although Aphrodite is married to her half-brother, she's cheating on him with her other half-brother constantly. So, who's this Aphrodite herself? Well, she is the child of a titan named Diona and Zeus. She is the goddess of love and beauty. She is also sometimes called the goddess of war due to her affiliation with Zeus. Now, there are other stories about how Aphrodite came to be, but I'm not even going to get into those ones because they are really crazy, and I would much rather not illustrate that. We then have Dionysus, the god of wine and alcohol. He reintroduced Hephaestus into Olympus. He is the child of Zeus and Semele, and he was born twice. So, we keep hearing a lot about Hephaestus. So, how exactly did he get cast out of Olympus, and what is his story? Well, he was born crippled, which caused his mother Hera not to like him very much. So she did what any loving mother would do, and threw him off of Olympus, the mountain. Yes. But he survived, thank goodness, and became a blacksmith. And then one day, Dionysus brought him back to Olympus. But his mother Hera still wasn't going to let him in. So he invented a chair that would trap any god or mortal who sits in it to be stuck there forever. He used this to trick her into letting him back into Olympus. He then used the exact same contraption on Aphrodite to get her to marry him. But their marriage was not a very happy marriage because she constantly cheated on him with his brother, Ares. But don't worry, Zeus has even more kids. He then has Artemis and Apollo, who are twins. They are the children of Zeus and Leto. Apollo is the god of the sun, and Artemis is the goddess of the moon. They are kind of like complete opposites, kind of have like a yin-yang thing going on all throughout Greek mythology. Artemis is the goddess of hunting and the wilderness, whereas Apollo is the god of music. We then have Hermes, the god of thieves and the messenger of the gods. He's also the god of dreams and doorways. He's the son of Zeus and Maya, which I don't know how you properly say that, along with most of the other names in Greek mythology, but we're just going to ignore it. He's also known throughout Greek mythology to be kind of a trickster. And another story about how Zeus had a kid doesn't involve him cheating. Zeus had one of the worst headaches ever and screamed so loud that it attracted Hermes' attention, who was like, I know exactly how to get rid of your headache, Dad. Don't even worry about it. And he goes and gets Hephaestus, who cracks open Zeus's head, which causes Athena to fly out, fully grown and dressed in armor. You know what they say? Children really are a headache. And then his last daughter that I'm going to be talking about is Persephone. She's the daughter of Zeus and guess what? It's his other sister, Demeter. She's the goddess of spring, the queen of the dead, and the only goddess that doesn't cheat or get cheated on. And she's best known for this story called the abduction of Persephone, which pretty much goes like this. Hades one day sees her and immediately falls in love. So, to obtain this woman that he's now in love with, he just kind of kidnaps her and brings her to the underworld, which causes her mother, Demeter, to have to go down there and bring her back. But Hades is smart, so he's going to kind of trick her so that she can stay in the underworld with him, because he's in love with her. So he tricks her into eating a pomegranate. And the way pomegranates work in the underworld is however many seeds you eat, or how whatever proportion of it you eat, is how long you're going to be trapped down there for. So as she's eating this pomegranate, her mom is like, don't eat the pomegranate! And she's like, oh no, I already ate 6 seeds. So she is forced to stay in the underworld for 6 months out of the year. And this is how the Greeks explained the seasons. They believed that while she was in the mortal realm with her mother, they would have spring and summer. But once she was down in the underworld with Hades, her grief would cause all the plants to die, and they would have fall and winter. Well, that is all the stories that I have for you today. But if you liked the video, let me know if you'd like to see a part 2, and if you have any specific Greek myths that you would like me to cover. Goodbye.